When I started recovery, I just wanted the results fast and instant and immediately. I wanted my hand to move again, my leg to move again, and my walk to not look normal, my strength to return. But it wasn't happening overnight. It moves at the speed as your patience does. You can't rush the nerves, the nervous system, and you can only guide it and trust the process. And patience isn't weakness in recovery, it's just power. Recovery tests everything: your discipline, your mindset, and especially your patience. Some days it feels like nothing's happening and nothing's changing, but you show up, do the same exercises, and your body just doesn't respond. But you have to remember it is responding, and that's all you need to worry about. But you just start wondering, what is the actual point in this? And progress doesn't announce itself. Your brain just heals in silence. Nerves reconnect slowly, and that's what it just feels like nothing. Today might be building something new for next month and not for tomorrow. When you quit, you stop that invisible progress, and patience is not waiting, it's actively trusting the process. Patience isn't sitting around hoping for results or waiting for someone to actually do it, but it shows up again and again and again, and when it even feels pointless, it's still trying to recover. Just think of recovery like planting a seed. You don't dig it up straight away, you just let it grow, and if you water it and give it light and some trust, it will work. That's how neuroplasticity works. Every rep, every mental exercise, every effort is just you watering and waiting for it to grow. And you can't see it happening, but it is happening. The moment you stop needing fast results is the moment you start truly growing, and that's just the main reason. There was a time where I was angry all the time, and I look at my weak hand, my weak leg, and I just think, why me? And I felt it. I felt like I was losing, but I didn't realise me showing up was actually winning. The shift happens when I stopped comparing myself to the old me, and I started focusing on who I can become, and that's what actually helped me. That mindset of who can I become, and not the old me. My body didn't change overnight, but my spirit did, and that's all you need to do. If you get that spirit, and get that spirit every day, every morning, just think of a plan and just move forward. Just everything else follows when you get that spirit. And just track tiny progress and write down small improvements every day, so when you look back on it, you'll see, oh yeah, that's easy. I did that the other day easily. And as you start writing things down, you will become that motivation will come. And don't trust motivation, because motivation, it is good, however it doesn't last. Detach yourself from a timeline. So stop putting deadlines on you healing. Instead, don't just say, I'll I'll be walking perfectly next month. Just say, I'll show up every day this month, and you will show up and you will see progress. Even if you don't, the next month you will. And even if you don't, the next month, and then before you know it, you will be walking. And still showing up on bad days is still showing up. And that's it. Even if you only did 1 rep and stretched for like 5 minutes, it's still progress at the end of the day. And it builds identity, and identity builds someone who never quits. And reframe feedback, frustration into feedback. So when someone doesn't work, don't just label it as a failure. Ask what your body is trying to teach you, and that mindset turns frustration into a learning curve and a growth. But visualize long-term strength. So picture yourself 6 months ahead, stronger, smoother, faster, more confident. Feel what that version of you feels, and let that fuel your vision, and let that fuel your patience as well. Patience teaches you who you really are, and what progress is, and it is invisible, and it shows you what discipline and faith actually looks like. And patience is not just recovery, it is skill, and it is a life skill. And you'll start realizing you can face anything, because you've learned how to wait with strength. If you feel stuck, if you're falling, if you're not failing, you're just in the middle of progress and a process of recovery. And patience doesn't slow you down. Progress, let me just say that again. Patience doesn't slow you down, impatience does. And you can't control how fast recovery happens. I'm frustrated with it as well. But you can only control how deeply you commit to it. Every quiet day is an effort just building something inside you. Strength, endurance, peace. And one day you will look back and see that there was a lesson waiting, and the grind was a gift. And that's the power of patience. But if you like this video, like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.